Well, good afternoon again, everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you. You know, now that we're in the high days of summer, I confess I'm having a little bit of trouble coming up with things to tell you. So much about our new COVID way of life has settled into a sort of routine, you see. And so I think that I'm going to bring the staff in more and more and query them about their work and what they think is important for us to know. I did that last week with our principal, Mary Coleman. And this week, I introduce you to a gentleman who I'm sure many of you do not know, even though he's been on our visitation staff for what, 5 years?
Almost 6.
Almost 6 long years. Woo-wee. And this is our business manager, Mr. Jeff Fegley.
Hello.
And I'm telling you, he is a hot man with a 10 key and a sharp pencil. You just can't find any better. So I've asked Jeff to come in today and maybe talk a little bit about our financial situation and what he sees for the future. So Jeff, you know the diocesan and therefore the parish fiscal year runs from the 1st of July to the end of June. So we're within days of ending the 1920 fiscal year. How's visitation done this year?
Well, last year, 2018-2019, was the first down year we've had since I've been here, where contributions went down even by 2 or 3%. So we cut our budgets, we kept them tight for this current year, and we were conservative with our contribution estimates, and I'm glad to say that we are well ahead of budget as of the end of May, and certainly in June. It should come very close to budget.
And this is particularly good news because COVID-19 has upset mass attendance and other kinds of giving patterns so much. So we're really encouraged about that, huh?
Absolutely, yes. I'm very, very pleased that our parishioners have been mailing in their envelopes that they couldn't drop off on Sunday, and we're staying pretty close in all the other areas. We have a lot of auto pays, but the envelope traffic or envelope receipts, whether it be personally delivered or mailed in, has been fairly healthy, and we appreciate that constant support, that continuous.
And as the guy canonically charged with securing the administration of the place, I can't tell you how grateful I am that you folks have kept up with your pledges. Oh my. I don't sleep well most nights, but it'd be much worse if we were not making budget, but we are. Unfortunately, though, the COVID-19 life persists. And for all the world, it looks like it's going to continue persisting. Mr. Fegley, do you have any concerns about the new fiscal year in light of COVID-19?
Very definitely. With the termination or the suspension of school and masses in March and April, it's going to be hard to say when we'll get back to normal, whatever that is. We are intending to keep our budgets tight in 2021 so that we don't anticipate, we do not in fact anticipate too many surprises other than hopefully returning from this period of COVID shelter-at-home preparedness to normal parish life.
Right. For instance, the diocese has decreed that all of its staff will not receive pay increases in the coming fiscal year. The priests will not receive pay increases in the coming fiscal year. And I think every parish has also adopted that strategy, ours included.
Indeed, and the teachers' salaries are also maintaining at the same level.
Right. So barring any surprises, we hope we'll make it, but we are living in a brave new world, and it's by no means assured that we'll sail through, but we hope for the best, right?
Absolutely.
We're hoping for the best. Again, you folks have not let the parish down. I deeply appreciate it. I know that you do too.
Very definitely. And from a facilities standpoint, we've already completed a couple of projects that we had scheduled for summer that we were able start on in late spring because there was no school and no traffic in the parking lot. We've done some concrete replacement at the school, quite a bit in fact. We hope by the end of the summer to seal and restripe the parking lots, but that'll depend on a couple other factors, including the weather, which is always an issue. We are replacing more of the lighting, exterior lighting, with LED in the coming months.
We've also redone all 4 of the flat roofed portions of the church this spring,
Yes.
which really needed to be done. If you look up, if you know where those places are and you look up, you'll see much deterioration in the gypboard and seams and paint. So that's done and it seems to be holding well. There's a significant carpeting project on the first floor of the school also, which I think is nearing completion.
Indeed.
I suppose there's also some paint projects over in school
Yes.
that are finishing up.
We have
Last-
new teachers coming in, and we're going to keep the rooms looking fresh. We also acquired some individual or desks for the children, since having large tables with several children around them is not socially distant. So we'll be rearranging furniture and setting up for the new year after the carpet is down.
Yes. Last year, as I recall, we completely repainted the exterior of the school.
That's correct. That was our big project for 1920.
In fact, every summer, for the last 4 summers, we've done a powerful lot of repair and maintenance projects. I think we probably invested over $1 million in facility improvements and repairs over the last 4 years.
I budget at least $150,000 per year, and over the course of 5 years, that could easily, it could come
Well, I
close.
mean, we spent $165 just on repairing the organ,
That's true.
which is done now and sounds like it in my estimation. So, yeah, we spent a lot of money. But anyway, I think we've turned the corner, and the place is looking pretty darn good now, I think. Pretty darn good. So we'll try to keep it that way. Well, Jeff, thank you a lot. Is there anything else that you want to say, you want to impart to folks?
Just continue with your generous support of the parish. We hope to see more of you on Sundays throughout the summer as things hopefully loosen up a little. Have to watch that spike.
Yeah, that's a matter of concern for sure, but we'll see what happens with it.
Hard to make a long-term plan when the short-term future is so uncertain.
Amen. Spoken like a true accountant. Well, there are a couple of other little things that I've been asked to mention to you. Teresa Albright, who we've had here in the past, one of our pastoral associates, has posted a blog this week, right, Megan, on the blog, about a new program she wants to start called Baptism Visitors, which is really a good idea, I think. We have a lot of baptisms in our parish. We don't have any at Mass right now because one of the goals of COVID-19 era liturgies is to get people in and out kind of expeditiously. So we have no baptisms at Mass right now. But after nearly every weekend Mass these days, there's at least one baptism. And with all these families, most of which are young, bringing in children to be baptized, Teresa's idea is to begin a program she calls Baptism Visitors, wherein baptism families, we encourage them to receive a visitor on behalf of the parish, to present them with a gift and express the parish's intention to be of assistance to them, to walk with them, to be a more tangible presence in the domestic church. I'm going to ask Teresa to be with me in the next week or two to talk more about that. But if you'd like to know what I'm talking about, go to the parish blog. I'm not quite sure how you access that. Megan could probably say.
There is a link in the quick links at the bottom of our homepage of our website where it'll say Visitation vis-a-vis blog. You can click on that and go straight to the blog.
Righto. So you can do that and you'll see what Teresa wrote. It's interesting and informative. The only other thing I've got this week, Megan has mentioned that the way we're signing up for masses, as I guess it's going to evolve a little bit, because we are in those high summertime days when so many people are out of town. So, recently we've had a kind of lottery system, right, where people signed up and then the office called and say, "You've won, you can come to Mass this week." Now that's going to change a little bit, and people are just asked to call in, right? I'm looking at Megan here.
Beginning next week, Monday at 9 a.m., they can call in Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3, or they can email me starting on Monday. We'll put them in first come, first served for the following weekend. If you attend on a weekend, we ask that you wait till Wednesday to request for the following weekend to give those who did not attend the previous weekend the opportunity. Just trying to be fair, because about double our weekend capacity have opted in, but this will eliminate us having to reach back out when people let us know they're out of town. This would just be those who are in town calling and asking to attend. So hopefully we'll decrease some of the time that Debbie and I have been spending on this the past few weeks to give us time to do other things.
Right. And if that was as confusing to you as it was to me, I understand that come Friday, you will be able to see it all spelled out in the weekly parish email blast? Am I using the right language?
E-letter.
E-letter, okay. So I know that all of this changing stuff is confusing. It's confusing for me, so it's bound to be confusing for many of you. But as I have said over and over again, we live in a season that is inevitably provisional, full of experiments, and what we're doing for a while, we have to change and do something else for a while in order to try to be fair and provide the best opportunities that we can. Okay, folks, last week we had a really long session with you, so this week we'll try to make it short. So I think that's all we've got for now, don't you, Megan? All right. Jeff, thank you so much for being with us again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. God bless. Bye for now.